Alright everybody, this is Dave. This will be my very first motovlog. This is just a short one, nothing special. Just gonna ride around my neighborhood a little bit to kind of introduce myself. I live in Austin, Texas. Not originally from here, but really nobody's from Austin. Well, I mean not nobody, but most people in Austin are not from Austin. It's just that fucking cool of a city. So anyway, I just wanted to say hi, give a quick shout out to a couple people that inspired me to do this. One time I was just surfing on the internet, kind of derping around on YouTube, looking for interesting videos. I had recently gotten interested in purchasing a supermoto of my own. I've always loved dirt bikes. I wanted something that was street legal, a little more friendly, maybe handle a little better, get better gas mileage, because my current car gets horrendous gas mileage, but that's a topic for another vlog. So I went and picked this bike up. It's a 2013 Suzuki DRZ400 Supermoto. I absolutely love this bike. Sure, I could have bought a used bike, saved a little bit, but I mean honestly, I'm the kind of person, I like a new vehicle because then I know its entire history. When I got this bike, it had 0.4 of a mile on it, so I know its whole history. I know that it hasn't been crashed except for yesterday when I dumped it in my driveway. It was just, I pulled in and it was stupid. I pulled in and my garage door remote is in the pocket of my jacket, and I tried to be slick and not stop, so I just rolled up, and as I was rolling up to the driveway I was kind of fumbling with my pocket, trying to hit the buttons to the garage door to open. It started opening, but not fast enough, and I kind of just lost my balance, and the bike started to go over to the left, and I have a bum leg right now, so I couldn't hold it. Thanks. And it got about halfway down, and I was like, well, I'm either going to hurt myself trying to pick it up, because like I said, I have a bad leg. I broke my leg in December. I broke my femur right above the knee. I actually walk with a cane. Generally when I'm riding around the bike, I have my cane strapped to my back in a backpack or something. Better slow down, the cops are pretty strict in this neighborhood. So anyway, the bike fell over, and there wasn't really much of any damage. I bent my one hand guard on the left side. That wasn't a big deal. I couldn't bend it back because this is really strong aluminum, so I just picked up another set. Now it's nice because I have some spare hardware and some black hand guards, just the shields. And the shifter put a little dent in the engine case, but not bad. It didn't crack it or anything. That's kind of common for DRZs. So, but back to what I was saying, I know the whole history of the bike. I know it's never been crashed. I'll know how well it's been maintained. I'll know that everything was done properly since day one. And there were a couple things. I really like this color scheme, which, okay, I could have just bought the plastics to get this color scheme, but it's got blue anodized wheels that I really, really dig. So I was just like, fuck it, I'll just buy the new one. God damn, there are a lot of stop signs in this neighborhood. So I got this bike. Anyway, so I was watching, looking for supermoto videos on YouTube, and I had been watching ones, these guys in, hey cop, don't pull me over. These guys in Sweden called Super Retards, which basically they ride around doing wheelies and, riding up and down staircases and all kinds of cool shit. And I stumbled onto this guy Garden Snake's videos, and he's actually sort of local. He's, well, not really local, but he's in the same state as me. Confusion. No, Texas. He's up in Dallas area. I'm down in Austin, so it's about 3 hours away. But on the internet, 3 hours, that's pretty fucking close, in my opinion, anyway. And he basically rides around talking about nothing. Well, I mean, he has topics, but it's just like the random shit that's on his mind. And I was like, holy hell, that's cool as shit. I want to do that. I have some random things to say, and I'm a little bit of an odd individual myself, so I already had a GoPro. You know, I've got a dirt bike. I'm used to riding a bike like this, and I was like, okay, well, I'm going to get a bike, strap my GoPro to the side of the helmet, get a mic, and head out and let the world into my brain, which, you know, if I'm honest, is probably going to be a scary place. A lot of people are probably going to say I'm either crazy or have mental issues, but I probably do. But hey, you know, whatever. Just makes me more interesting. I'll go this way. If you're watching my videos looking for big wheelies and all kinds of crazy stuff, well, you know, I'm not there yet on my bike. So you're just gonna have to, I don't know, go watch Super Retards or Garden Snake or this guy Chase on Two Wheels, I think is his name, who's like a fucking wheelie master. You know, if you want wheelies, go check them out. But for me, I guess you're just gonna have to put up with my dumb ass talking about whatever. So, yeah, man, I mean, that's kind of it for my first vlog. I'm gonna see if I can find my way home through this neighborhood. I know Hunter's Chase is part of my development. It's more where some of the nicer homes of people with a little more money live. I've gone this way once in my car like 3 years ago, so I'm probably gonna get lost, but we'll see. Always got to be careful in this neighborhood, because I mean, I guess this is a good point and a bad point. There are a lot of cops that live in this neighborhood, and there are Williamson County, which Sheriff's Department. Williamson County, I don't know, they have a reputation for not being dicks, but just being really strict. And I mean, I don't know, I don't really blame them. It keeps Williamson County from getting to be a bad place to live. I like it here a lot. Oh, I know where I am. This is right, oh yeah, I know where I'm at. Anyway, as I was saying, and I've dealt with them, the cops in my neighborhood, a couple times. I got pulled over for not having a license plate a couple times, and once for lightly speeding. I wasn't really paying attention. I pulled out in my wife's car, and the main drag's 25 miles an hour, and I go by a cop and look down, and I'm doing like 32, and he pulled me over, and he was cool as hell, man. He just gave me a warning. And the cops that have pulled me over for not having a license plate on the front of my car, they were very cool. The one that pulled me over in my driveway, he said, do you know why I pulled you over? And, you know, my Mustang is about 6 months out of date on the inspection, which is just stupid. I have headers on it, so the check engine light was on, and I had cleared it too recently, and then I was just, you know, kind of being lazy and weak sauce about going and getting it inspected. So I hadn't gotten inspected in, you know, obviously 6 months. So I said, he's like, do you know why I pulled you over? And I go, is it because of my inspection? And he's standing there and he's kind of looking in the window at me, and he kind of just leans his head around the front of the windshield and looks down at it. And the second he does that, I realize that that's not why he pulled me over. And I was just like, oh, shit. And he goes, no, but what's up with that? And I told him, and he was like, okay, well, you know, go get that taken care of, but I pulled you over because you don't have a front license plate on. And I was like, really? He's like, yeah. I was like, I know you're supposed to have a front plate, but, you know, I never have one, and you guys never pull me over for it, so I guess I kind of just got used to getting away with it, and I kind of, you know, I know it's against the law, but I kind of figured you guys didn't really care. He's like, well, we do, so put it on. So I did. It's not that big of a deal. The car looks better without it, but fuck it, whatever. Especially now that I got the bike, I'm basically never going to drive the car. Especially if it's raining and if it looks like it's gonna hail. I'm taking the bike because, you know, hail will hurt, but I can hide out under a tree, or it's easier to find places to hide on a bike than it is the place to hide your car. And hail isn't gonna hurt the bike. It's almost all plastic, and the gas tank is thick as shit, so it's not gonna dent the gas tank. You know, the car, it'll fuck the car up bad. So, you know, I'd rather just take the bike most of the time. I don't care about getting wet, and gotta be careful here because it's a police station literally right over there. You know, so I don't know. I'm pretty much never going to drive the car. Yeah, so fuck it, whatever. I'll put the front plate on. But it's like I was saying, the cops around here, they've been pretty cool. They've, you know, always taken care of me whenever I've been pulled over. They generally just give me a warning. But when you have fucked up, they are merciless with their ticket books. There's no, if you're getting a ticket, there's no getting a break on the ticket. They're giving you all the tickets.